Hello, everybody in the lounge. Welcome to our day one of your glow up or midlife glow up, if you've heard me say it that way. I am going to give it just a second for people to hop on, and I'm going to make sure that I'm live in the lounge from my phone. There we are. Okay. I'll be watching comments from my phone, so I'll be able to answer some questions as they pop up. I'll be looking at that. So welcome to day one, you guys. This is going to be a most amazing workshop talking about rewiring our thoughts to live with more joy and feel more purpose in our life. And I am just so excited you're here. If you are here on the live, I want to see some interaction. It gets me excited when I see interaction. Tag your friends who are here in the group with you as well. And sorry, I got distracted. My husband was messaging me. But it gets me excited when I see your comments as well. So, all right. I know that sometimes this page does not notify people when I'm live in it, which is really, really frustrating, and I don't know why. So if anyone has a solution to that, please let me know. I'm going to start here in just a minute. Oh, there's my husband. Okay, that's my cue that that everything looks good. Can you hear me? If you can't hear me, let me know. All right, you guys. So thankful for you being here on this beautiful Tuesday, the 8th of April. I cannot even believe it. Time goes so fast, doesn't it? So we're going to talk about rewiring your thoughts. For positivity and success, you're going to be able to find that this is going to be helpful in any area of your life, many areas of your life. And hang on just one second. Okay. Make sure I can see comments here. I'm going to put my phone right there so I can see that because I can't see comments from the computer. All right, everybody, let's get started. All right, this is going to be a transformational week for you, and I can't wait. There's so many good little things I'm going to be sharing with you this week that is going to help you glow up. All right, let's talk here. So my name's Tina Waltersdorf. For those of you that don't know me, I have been a wellness coach with Plexus for about 8 years. I'm a certified life coach over the past 2 years, and I would say over the past 6 or 7 years, I myself hired many different life coaches that I really connected with. And I still have life coaches that I've hired and have in my life that have helped me so much. And it helped me so much to discover how I could change my thoughts, how I could heal my heart, how I could it just helped me connect the dots in so many ways and help me live a life that's just more productive and more joyful. And I fell in love with coaching. So 2 years ago, I became a life coach myself and got my certification. And it just has been very empowering. What I was going to say was that I have found that even in the health and wellness space, that I started to really find that if I was stuck in certain things that were holding me back, whether that's with health or relationships or business or whatever it might be, then I know other women are struggling with that too. So that is why I just took that next step and got into life coaching as well. And I'm going to share some great nuggets with you guys today that have helped me so much. You're going to be able to take away so much just from this one little mini workshop. Okay? And I know that some of you, if you're listening to the recording later, you're catching this at a later time, please comment below recording. If you're live, comment live. I've got special things I'm giving away for those that show up live. And so, we are all in different seasons of life. If you're in midlife, you might either have grown children and have an empty nest, or you might have grown children and maybe you're getting close to emptiness like me. My youngest daughter is 16, and it's like I'm just hanging on. We have 2 older kids. They're doing great. My husband and I have been married for 31 years. And so, yeah, our family has just been such a huge blessing to me. But as a mom, it's like you put your all into your kids. And then as that nest gets a little bit more quiet, it's really key to figure out what the heck is my purpose in my life when my purpose for so long has been my kids, you know? So you might even be, wondering like, what is next? And maybe you're here and you still have little ones at home and you're still just like super busy. I remember those days of being so busy and not ever being able to even catch a breath and just breathe for a moment and do something for myself. And maybe you don't have kids right now and you're just feeling the burnout of life. You're feeling the work demands or stress or other stresses in life or other relationships. And, whatever season you're in right now, I'm just happy that you're here with us. This week is going to be uplifting and encouraging. And you're just going to leave with some great tips that you can apply to your life right away. And if you do apply them right away, if you do, you're going to find yourself feeling lighter and more joy and more energized in your day. And other people around you are going to see that too. So who's ready to get started and learn how you can create more joy and peace in your life by rewiring your thoughts? I know to some people it might just sound really, really weird. I remember 8 years ago when I was being talked to about mindset and thoughts, I just thought, I'm fine. And then I discovered I really wasn't fine. So, when we can make a new habit to be in tune with our thoughts, it'll change your life. And this is something I teach in my coaching community. This is something that I teach within my health and wellness community too, because it's like the missing piece. So I wanted to talk to you today about, give you some tips that you can work on right after this training, okay? So I have a question for you guys. Ladies, maybe guys are on here too. I see my husband. He said hi. He hasn't said anything else, though. He's pretty quiet. I have a question for you guys. And be totally honest. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, this is just the way I am? Have you ever caught yourself thinking, nothing ever changes? Or maybe you've tried to think more positively, but that inner critic just keeps chirping away in your ear. If that's you, I see you, and I have been you. I have been you. I see you. But here's what changed everything for me, and I want to pass it on to you guys today, is that your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings drive your actions, and those actions create the results that you see in your life. Let that sink in. It's powerful stuff, and we're going to be diving in. Your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings drive your actions, and those actions create the results that you see in your life. Okay? All right, so in coaching school, I was taught a thought model, and this thought model has literally changed my life. And I use it all the time. All the time. You're going to get just a little glimpse of this, you guys. And it's just super, super powerful. And it just, you're going to be able to use this today. And I think that if you have questions along the way, please ask them in the chat so I'll answer. I'll go back later and answer some of your questions. But here's the truth. Our lives don't change just because we want them to. They change when we learn to manage our minds. Everything starts with our thoughts about something. Okay? So a circumstance that happens in your life is something that is neutral. It's just what is. It's a fact. It can be proven in the court of law. It is a fact that something has happened. A circumstance has happened. Not your thought. Okay? So a circumstance is neutral. Then our thoughts about that circumstance are the sentences we say about that circumstance. And then our feelings come from those thoughts. And then our actions come from how we feel. Are you guys following me? And then our results come from those actions. You guys, the first time I heard this, it was like mind blowing. Okay, I want to show you my little board that I created here. Hopefully you can see it. If you're watching this in the live, please tell me if you can see this. Can you see this? You see my little, all right? I think you can see it. Hopefully it's not backwards. Let's see, do I gotta move it this way? Hopefully you can see the whole thing, okay? Lean it this way, lean it this way. There we go. I'm trying to get my selfie light to not shine. All right, so let's give an example of a circumstances. I didn't work out this week. This is a general thing. You can do this with anything, like really serious stuff. I didn't work out this week is the example. And the thought is, we're just going on this side right here, okay? And we'll talk about that side later. All right, can we see it? There we go. The thought around that is, I always fall off, I'll never get it right. And from that thought comes a feeling of defeated. I feel defeated because I'm thinking, I always fall off, I'll never get it right. And then the action that I take is, I avoid working out again. Because I feel defeated, when I feel defeated, the action I take is I avoid working out again. And maybe I just go buffer. Maybe I go clean the house instead, or sit on the couch and watch a movie, get into Netflix or scroll social media, right? And in those actions, my result is that I still stay stuck. Okay? And this is something that you can do at home or tonight. You can work through anything. Now let's talk about it in another way, okay? So if we take all of these the negative thought about that, which creates a negative feeling, which creates inaction, right? Because you avoid it, and the result is still staying stuck. Now let's talk about how, if we reframe, if you can see this, I hope you guys can see this. If we can reframe our thought, and we still have the same circumstance. I didn't work out this week. And my thought around that, changing and shifting our thought, when we are aware of what we're doing here, we can decide and make the decision to change our thought into a more empowering thought. Instead, I'm going to choose to think, I had a hard week, but I can restart today. All right, again, the circumstance is the same. I didn't work out this week, but I'm going to choose to think differently about it. I had a hard week, but I can restart today. And with that thought, when I think, I had a hard week, but I can restart today, I feel empowered. And when I feel empowered, my action is I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go for a walk is the action. And then the result is that I get back on track and I get closer to my goal. So this is how reframing your thoughts can work for you. Okay? You're not stuck. You just need new thoughts. It takes creating habits of being aware of that thought that comes in and letting yourself sit with it for a little bit and think it through. The problem is that most people don't want to take time to do that, but it's truly healing and so much better when you can learn to process your emotions. And you can teach this to your kids too, no matter what age. I talk to my older kids about it. So if we see the difference, right? This is not going to get us the results, and it sort of freezes us. And choosing a different way to think about this circumstance creates a more empowering feeling, which creates the action of going for a walk and a greater result. And the thing is that being aware of this is where the power is, and then taking the action steps. Okay? Hopefully you guys could see that. Hopefully you could see that. Hi, Samantha. All right, so let's talk about some tips. Your first job, like I said, is to notice the thoughts that are holding you back. We call these atomic thoughts, and they are sneaky. So try this. Every time that you feel anxious, overwhelmed, discouraged, pause and ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Then ask yourself, is this thought helping me or is this thought hurting me? Okay? If it's not serving you, it's time to replace it. That's where different affirmations or new intentional thoughts come in. Just like this model, you know, the new intentional thought, right, was I had a hard week, but I can restart, right? It's being kind to ourselves. So some reframing thought examples would be, if you think a thought like, I can't keep up, what's another thought that you could think? And sometimes I call these bridge thoughts because we can't always go from here to here with a thought. Sometimes we gotta kind of be in between, and that's what's kind of like a bridge thought. It's, you know, I'm getting better or whatever. So example, I can't keep up. An example thought, a reframing thought could be, I'm doing the best I can, and that's enough for today. So did you notice? I didn't take you from here to here. We met in between, and we are giving ourselves grace, and we're being kind to ourselves. Because if you're thinking, I can't keep up, that is a really powerful thought, which probably has you in overwhelm. But if you can reframe that thought into, I am doing the best I can, and that's good enough for today. Another example would be, say you're thinking things like, I'm so behind. Maybe you felt that way with taxes. I'm so behind. A reframing thought could be, I start fresh every day with new energy. So you wake up, instead of thinking I'm so behind already, thinking I start fresh every day with new energy. What if it's a thought like, nothing is working? That's not a thought that's serving you, right? A new thought could be, I'm learning and adjusting, and I'm not going to give up. Because if you stay in the thought of nothing is working, you're probably going to end up not doing anything and giving up. But if you reframe it and say, I'm learning, I'm adjusting, and I'm not giving up. Okay? A great tool that I teach people is using I am statements. Your words have power, especially the words that follow I am blank, blank, blank. So what are you saying about yourself? I am a hot mess. I am failing, or I'm learning, I'm growing, I am a work in progress, and that's beautiful. Do you see what I'm saying? Is this hitting anybody? Give me some feedback here. Give me some hearts. Give me something. Give me some emojis. If this is hitting you. So I want you to write down 3 I am statements right now that you want to start believing. And speak them out loud daily. Put them on a sticky note and stick them on your mirror. Stick them on your fridge, or stick them on your computer. Put them in your car where you can see them. 3 I am statements right now that you want to start believing. Thank you, Samantha. I know going live at 1 o'clock is a really odd time. Most people are working and are gonna catch the replay, but I wanna see some interaction here. So 3 I am statements right now that you wanna start believing. Speak them out loud daily. You're literally gonna reprogram your brain. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm a work in progress, and that's beautiful. Whatever thoughts those are, put 3 of them down. And actually Share them in the comments, okay? All right. Here's a bonus thought for you guys, is gratitude. Gratitude is a huge thought shifter. One of my favorite ways to shift my mindset fast is gratitude. You cannot be bitter and grateful at the same time, right? So start your morning with this question. What's one thing I'm grateful for today? Even if nothing is perfect, what am I grateful for today? You'll start training your brain to search for what's good instead of dwelling on what's not. Those of you that are interacting in this training today, leaving comments, leaving some takeaways, and all of those things, interacting here, your name is going to go into a drawing on this amazing, this is a devotion journal, but there's space to write in here gratitude as well. Okay, so I'm going to be giving away this journal. 100 Days of Believing Bigger. This is the most amazing journal. But it's true, right? We can't be bitter and grateful at the same time. It's just not possible. There was a season where I kept thinking, why can't I get it together? You know, I would wake up discouraged, already behind before the day started. At least I felt like I was. And once I started catching those thoughts and shifting them bit by bit, I began to feel stronger. I began to feel more peaceful, more in control. And that is what I want for you guys. So instead of waking up feeling negative, I made the decision to wake up and feel grateful about the day. So I say out loud, today is going to be a great day. There's a phrase that I like too, is thank you, Lord, for another 24. I choose peace in my heart and in my mind. Let's show up in a way that my future self will thank me for. I also do gratitude journaling at night, and I'll write down like 5 or 10 things that I'm grateful for that day. It can be something simple. The sun was out today. It was 80 degrees. I had a great conversation with my daughter today. I held my granddaughter and gazed into her eyes. I have a granddaughter. It's so crazy. My hubby listened to me tonight and I felt heard. That's a big one. So when you practice gratitude, you'll see so much in life that you didn't notice before. You start practicing gratitude, friends, and in 2 weeks, maybe even less time than that, you'll be out and about doing life, and you'll start to see things. You'll start to notice things that you did not notice before. I promise you, doing that simple practice is life-changing. So those of you guys interacting here, this is my giveaway for this training. Okay? So be sure you drop your 3 things, 3 thoughts that you're choosing. That's part of the homework here. And what else I want you to do is drop 1 negative thought that you've caught lately and put that in the comments. Okay? 1 negative thought that you've had lately, and then share the new thought you're choosing instead. Okay? So you're going to put that in the comments as well. And don't forget, when you change your thoughts, you change your life. And friends, you deserve a life that feels really, really good. Okay? This journal, you're going to love it. Oh my gosh, I cannot even wait to give this away. Whoever gets this is going to just be so blessed. So if you would love to dig deeper into anything that you might feel stuck in, I am also giving away in this group, if you're here, a complimentary life coaching session where we can dig a little deeper on what's holding you back. And it can be in relationships or jobs or business, whatever it might be, to just help you find freedom and move into the joy that you're meant to be living. So in the comments, I'm going to drop my Calendly link. You guys can book a call with me if you'd like. But I just feel so passionate about teaching you these tools because they when you do them, they are literally life-changing. Really, really life-changing. So drop your takeaway in the comments. And I hope you guys have the most amazing, amazing day. Tag your friends who you invited to this group. You can still invite friends to the group if you feel like, wow, this was a great one. I want my friend Sue to hear this. This would really empower her and help her. Add her, send her an invite to the group. This is for anybody. So tomorrow we will have our training workshop is going to be on balancing your body. I'm going to be talking about hormones and the connection of between hormones and gut health and different things that you can do. We've got a lot of fun stuff coming up the rest of the week as well. So, all right, you guys, have a super, super blessed day. I can't wait to read the comments. And again, take your friends. Have a great day and go do something today that your future self will thank you for. All right, bye-bye.